Good morning. The morning is bright and the bulls have it just right at the start. The US markets rallied on Friday on the back of encouraging reports on durable goods order and new home sales. European stocks followed suit. The Asian markets are mostly up and the Nifty could touch 6,100 and rise further due to the unbridled FI inflows. But things have turned a bit volatile and the F&O expiry will lead to more intraday gyrations. Going up too fast is never considered too prudent. Stay cautious as the external environment remains fragile. Key regions like the US, Europe and Japan are just limping along. If markets rise on one good statistics one day, there is always a chance that they might fall on a bad report some other day. On Friday, we will get monthly auto sales, exports and manufacturing PMI. A slew of global economic reports will keep vying for attention throughout the week as well. The focus will soon turn on to October, which will be another important month as India Inc. will unveil its latest report card. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is set for the best of September since 1939, but 74% of the Americans say that recession is not yet over, according to a private poll. US President Barack Obama and legendary investor Warren Buffett also endorsed the same view last week. Watch the dollar closely because the US economy and its prospects are the center of world attention, along with, of course, the debt-trapped Eurozone and deflation-plagued Japan. Lots of IPOs have hit the street over the last few days and a lot more are likely to cash in on the upbeat undertone. But one must be extremely careful while applying for these issues, lest one may have to repent later. The FIIs were net buyers of Rs 11.49 billion in the cash segment on Friday provisionally as per the NSE website. Local funds were net sellers of Rs 8.79 billion. In the F&O segment, the foreign funds were net sellers at Rs 10.46 billion. The FIIs have pumped in $4 billion in September alone, taking their net investments for the year to over $15 billion. Last year, the FIIs had poured in $17.5 billion into Indian equities. Mahendra Satyam and Tech Mahindra will be in focus after the former said that it will delist its ADRs from the NYSE. Forex reserves rose by $3.2 billion in the week ended 17th of September to $288 billion. The government tightens norms for providing sovereign guarantees for funding of projects and asked financially strong PSEs to raise money from the markets directly without state support. Power Ministry is considering the option of accommodating blocks affected by the no-go policy through boundary adjustment while permissible or moving proposed sites to the go zones. August oil product sales dipped by 0.3% YOY, says the government. The RBI asks several state governments not to give new businesses which could generate thousands of crores of income to private sector banks. L&T plans to spin off its financial services vertical into an independent entity under a separate holding company. The move is aimed at facilitating its application for a banking license when the new opportunities arise. Reliance Infrastructure will complete the process of raising a debt of about 84 billion rupees by next month to execute its current portfolio of 11 road projects worth rupees 120 billion. BPCL plans to invest rupees 500 billion in the next 5 years for expansion of refinery capacities, overseas acquisitions of gas and oil assets, and setting up power projects. Reliance Power is setting up the world's largest solar power plants in the country with an investment of 90 billion rupees and plans to generate around 600 megawatt from these ventures. SCI plans to spend around $4.3 billion to buy 57 new vessels, of which it will deliver of 27 vessels by the end of financial year 2012. Max India chairman Analjeet Singh would subscribe to the 13 billion rupees rights issue announced by EIH. Gammon Infrastructure is planning to raise as much as 2 billion rupees this financial year by selling partial stakes in projects which have either started on an advanced stages of become operational. Moving on to the recommendations, the technical calls are a buy on HDIL. We recommend high-risk traders to buy the stock above levels of Rs 267 for a target price of Rs 282 and is advisable to maintain a stop loss at Rs 261. A buy on Aurobindo Pharma. We recommend traders to buy the stock above levels of Rs 1068 for an initial target of Rs 1110 and it is advisable to maintain a stop loss at rupees 1048 on all long positions. The derivative strategies are long Hindalco September future in the range of rupees 193 to rupees 194 for a target price of rupees 208 and a stop loss is to be maintained at rupees 186. And long Sri Renuka September future in the range of rupees 83 to rupees 84 for a target price of rupees 90 and a stop loss is to be maintained at rupees 80. Thank you and have a great day ahead.